Okay. Hi, folks. I'm just going to put this. I'm going to put this recording together just to give an overview of the seminar in BRYR for those that weren't there, and maybe just as a reminder for anybody who was. It's going to be very brief, maybe only about 5 minutes, but hopefully it'll be useful just to recap. Okay, so yeah, the seminar in BRYR really was to look at three things really. One was the use of 3D printing in youth work, and Andy Keogh was there from BRYR, who maybe gave an overview or gave a sense of how technology was used. But I suppose more particularly, Andrew Green from BRYR was there to talk with us about his use of 3D printing and how he uses 3D printing, and he sees 3D printing as being a useful resource within youth work. And then Natasha Kiley came from LIT to introduce you to microbits and how they might be used in terms of games. Now, I'm not going to go through everything that they said or everything that they discussed, but for those who weren't there, there's a video that I've uploaded a link to on PowerPoint, and you can maybe go through that. And it's really an introductory video on the use of 3D printing and technology more generally in youth work. This one is about 5-10 minutes long. And it's based on a European project on digital youth work. But really the essence of it was that Andy, I suppose, both Andy and Andrew were very adamant in terms of the positive impact that they felt that the 3D printer had on, I suppose, creative engagement for young people using technology, but also more broadly in terms of being able to provide resources for young people doing other creative projects. So it might be games. In our case, we were looking at games. It might be music. There was masks produced that musicians were using in videos. There was material there for prizes for young people, for competitions. There was name tags. There's a whole range of different projects that he felt were really useful, not just in youth work, but I suppose more broadly. And I suppose was very passionate about his feeling that 3D printing is a technology which is going to become very mainstream in the future. He showed us, I suppose, other technology that complemented the 3D printing, like 3D mapping. So he showed how you could create a 3D image of an artifact, person, or something, and then that could be used to create the program by which you print the image. And I mean, he showed us an example of a young lad whose features were reproduced in a 3D artifact. Okay, so I mean, you'll remember as well, one of the things he showed you was how to both program in a print job, but also how to assemble the 3D printer. And I suppose his objective really was to demystify the 3D printing as a piece of technology. Okay, so that was 3D printing. The other thing that we did was the microbits, and you remember the microbits was a small little processor computer, and there's a website there that I've given you the link to, and you can go through that website. And what the website allows you to do is to create programs that you then download onto your microbit, and it responds to what you've asked, or the instructions that you put into the program, basically. So it's a very basic but a very very immediate way of doing computer programming. And one of the things that was useful from our perspective was that it was possible to program bits of games. So you could program the dice, you could program the timer, you could program different things into the microbit that might be useful for using in games. Okay. And I mean, I think what was interesting about that, people had maybe 20 minutes, and it was mean it was possible to get something useful done in 20 minutes. Okay, I suppose the other side of things then in the afternoon, what we looked at is the 3 games. And so people spend some time working on the 3 games. So I suppose the point we want to make is that we want the games at a prototype level for the next workshop. So we need to get working on that in your team. So people need to keep us posted on where they're going, where they're getting, how they're making progress on their games. And if there's any material that you need, if there's any printing that you need, let me know and I can order it or I can get it done for you. So that I suppose what I'm very keen on doing is for the next day that we'll have the print job completed. Okay. Or we'll have the games completed and we'll be in a position to play test them and we'll be able to use them after the next day. Okay, so that's it.